Hello all, Jamie Rodgers here from Craftmania, and today I'm introducing you to our brand new die of the week. And this week we have got for you a very cute snowman die set on a fantastic offer. But before we introduce you to our brand new die of the week, please don't forget to tap the subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified of all of our videos on YouTube as they appear. If you're watching us on one of our other social platforms, then please make sure you're following us there too, because it's absolutely lovely to have you with us, and we would hate for you to miss out on any of the goings on here at Craftmania. Now, this week's die is very cute and it's very adorable, and it's certainly won a place in my heart. And I'm really pleased to tell you that you're going to be saving more than you're spending once again. Not always can we do that with our die of the weeks, but when we can, to me, that really shows what a bargain we are bringing you. And this week's die set is incredible. It is Sammie the Snowman. And in here, you're actually going to receive 12 different dies, and we'll go through these in a second. But there are 12 different dies that come together to build up our snowman and create some really cool effects within the snowman design. Now, this set should be £12.99, but it is currently on offer for only £5.49. Now, we are a little bit late in bringing you this video this week, and I can tell you already over 60% of the stock has sold out. So by the time this video is edited and shared with you, I think it's probably going to be a little bit higher than that. So don't dilly-dally. If you like the look of it, get it while we've got it, because it won't be returning. It's also something to mention with our Oakwood die of the weeks. When they are gone, they are gone. We can only get them once and one time only. So when we've got them, it is your first and only shot to get hold of them. So let's delve in and have a little look in more detail at this actual die set. So as I said, 12 dies are within here. We have got a little hat to put on our snowman. We've got a bobble hat to put on our snowman. We've got two different types of scarves. We've got a top hat. We've even got a little bikini, some sunglasses, and a little sun hat. So that could be quite fun to play around with. And we've got some mittens that, of course, can go onto his arms as well. Now, equally, something you might not be able to see so easily within the actual setup here is you actually receive two dies for your lovely snowman. We've got the outside die, and then we've got the main snowman die. Now, if you've watched several of our dies of the weeks, you're going to know that normally I tell you at this stage, this one will stay in your card. This is the one that's going to cut it out. Nest the two together, and that's how you're going to create a cutout of the snowman. Not this time. This snowman has a blade running all the way around the edge of it, or a die blade running all the way around the edge of it, so that it will cut out on its own. So you're going to be able to cut this one pass through your machine. As it goes through, it's also going to add some deboss details onto the sort of base of the snowman and to the top, also into the face on the top part of the snowman, and some wood details going down the branches. This one is then slightly larger, so you've got a little bit of a frame going on here. So again, if you'd like to cut your mats and layers and put underneath your snowman, you certainly can do. You can of course use this one to cut apertures into your cardstock and then sink a die cut version of this one underneath. So there's lots of ways we can play around with these. Then of course you have all the different clothing elements. So the clothing, once cut, can then of course be added on. Accessories can be added on to really bring this snowman to life and create some really cool effects with it. Now, of course, this is an adorable set, and one I have a feeling you're going to want to add to your collection. But I would be amiss to not mention that we also recently had, and I'm just trying to get the packet here for you to show you, we also had our penguin brought to us by Oakwood. This is Perry the Penguin die set, and we have a few of these remaining. This again should be £12.99 and is reduced to just £5.49. That is just hanging on. There's literally a couple left. Perry would work very well with Sammie, and on some of my samples you'll even see I've brought in a couple of the items and interchanged them between them. We did mention when we released Perry on our die of the week that another one would be coming. This is the one that we was in reference to, and as I say, it would give you more ability to build up larger scenes and interchange things like sunglasses and hats and bits between Perry and Sammie. So you might wish to add this one into your basket while you're there, if you're liking the look of this one. Now, talking of your basket, this is the bit I haven't told you, have I? Pop onto the website www.craftmaniacrafts.com. When you land on the website, you will find a menu bar. If you're on a desktop, it'll go across the screen, or an iPad. If you are on a mobile device, as a phone or something similar, then it'll be a little like line dot bit that drops down. Not very good with techie stuff, I apologise. But in either menu location, you will find a little bar that says Die of the Week. If you give that a click, it will take you through to a page, and on that page, we have different boxes for every die of the week that we have released this year. Many of them are sold out and is no longer available, but you will find the odd hidden gem that's still available, including Perry the Penguin. So have a little look at the pictures that you'd like to, give them a click, and it will take you through to those pages. And on those pages, you will find everything we talk about in this video. So whether it is the cards, whether it is the card colours, whether it is the ribbons, the gems, the other dies that have been used with them, they will all be on them designated pages for you to save you going all the way around the website trying to find a ribbon you like, or a bow you like, or any other accessory that I've been using on the cards. Also, something I haven't told you is about our P&P. Currently, our P&P is free over £5. So the minute you spend over £5, your P&P in the UK is completely free. If you live internationally and you would like to shop with us, that's no problem. Your P&P is capped at £10. Now, I can tell you this is all about to change. So if you're watching this video after this week's Die of the Week has ended on Sunday, then you might already find that those charges have changed around a little. We'll be telling you more about those shortly. But in the meantime, get in while you can. £5 free UK P&P, £10 capped international. Just gives you a couple of options there. So let's delve in and have a little look at what we've created and how this is going to work. Show you more ideas with Sammie, and then we'll also show you a quick recap. Oh, let's do Perry first. Let's show you Perry first. We'll do these ones very quickly. There is a designated video for Perry the Penguin, but I have a feeling that you're going to appreciate seeing the two together and seeing what you're going to be able to create with them, or imagining what you'll be able to create with them if you purchase both of these. Or maybe you've already got Perry and you're already seeing what you're going to be able to do by using Perry and Sammie together. Now the penguin is again very cute. I'm going to bring this up so you can see it. There's a lot of deboss work going into the penguin that looks really lovely, but of course you can colour it, you can add on little accessories, you can build that one up. And there is a designated Perry page on the website for you to look for all of those items. So whether you like the look of the embossing folder in the background, or the stencil, sorry, or the Christmas tree, it's all on Perry's page. But let's delve in and have a little look at Sammie's creations and give you some ideas for this one. So our first card, very quick, very simple, very easy. Just working with our polar white cardstock, embossing it with our snow flurry stencil through the machine with a rubber mat to create that effect. Cutting out a couple of lines from the embossed panels to create the snowdrift at the bottom, and then colouring in our top layer of Sammie the Snowman with alcohol markers. Now this is what I meant about having your drop shadow effect or slightly larger matte effect working with the two dies that come with the set. Please excuse me, that works really lovely. I've also added on a Happy Christmas sentiment across the base here, just keeping that one nice and simple and easy. To give you another idea, this time I have used our pinstripe stencil to emboss the panel, but before I've embossed it, I've taken the outside die and I'm going to try and hook this up so you can see it, because it might look on camera like I've just added a black mat underneath my snowman, but actually what I've done is I've used the outside edge, trimmed this out of the white piece of card, embossed it with the pinstripe stencil, and then in the aperture, I've then cut out our proper snowman and layered him into that opening, adding on scarves and hats once again. But it gives you that really cool shadow effect running around it, and of course means that the card that you're using for the mat and layer underneath is going to shine through in these openings, which could of course be mirror card and all different styles of effect card if you prefer. But I quite like the black really outlining and showing off our Sammie the Snowman. On the top, I've added in our Happy Christmas banner on top of the Happy Halloween banner, just again yo-yoing between the different banners. Moving on to our next one, so we're back to playing with that lovely snow stencil and embossing it, creating our little snowdrift effects at the base here. I've worked with one of our postage stamp squares, and I've also added in the pierced detail squares from the scalloped die set. So this set, which comes with the piercings, brought that into the postage stamp one and added the pierced detail around it. I've then used both layers for Sammie the Snowman, and again brought in the bobble hat and the scarf to decorate this one. Around the edges of this panel, I've used our snowflake corners, and I've taken away the outside edges because they do come with separate outside edges and separate inside filigree panels, and I've just used the filigree panels to cut into the four corners to create that effect. I've done the same here with our jolly holly corner elements, and again worked this time with our fluted edge squares with the pierced detail squares, and then again used the fluted edge squares with the pierced details on the panel in the middle. I've also brought in our classic poinsettia, which I've cut from gold mirror card. I love this one because it does all this deboss work for you that is really, really pretty and elegant. And then for, of course, Sammie, I've actually gone ahead and I have brought in, and I've lost where I've put the packet now. Here we go. I've brought in the antlers that you're going to get with Perry the penguin to put onto the top of Sammie so that they're sort of protruding out the top there. And I've also put on the scarf that comes with Perry, just to show you how those items, those accessories, are relatively interchangeable and work quite nicely between the two. Now, sticking with my gold poinsettias, I got a bit carried away with these. I've done very similar here, but I have brought in some foliage. I've also worked on one of our foiled inkables, and I've used the decal edge squares with the pierced dots to actually cut around the edge of the foilable. I've done similar to what we was talking about when we spoke about this card, and I've used that inside edge, or outside edge, sorry, to cut the aperture, to put the black card underneath before bringing in the die cut, adding on some additions with alcohol markers, and then padding that back into the middle so that we've got that frame appearing once again, and then added on the gold details as well. And then for our sixth card, our penultimate card for this week's die of the week, again, I've gone back to our foiled inkables. I've used our pierced detail squares again, putting a new addition to the inside of the frame and a new one on the outside. Used our plain squares to cut around the edge of this one, and then I've brought in our opulent tree before building up and creating our lovely Sammie the Snowman. This time sticking to our pebble grey cardstock for his hat and the banners, and working on a pebble grey card blank so that it all ties together really nicely. Very easy, very minimalist, very clean and simple, but quite a fun card to create and easy to do. And then for our last card, again, very easy. I've gone for one of our foiled inkables again. I've added in the pierced details running around the edges. I've gone back to my postage stamp edge squares to trim around that outside edge and to create that effect. And then I've brought in Sammie the Snowman and built him up, again adding on his scarf, and this time going for his top hat. Finished off with a Happy Christmas on the Thinking of You banner, and that creates our 7 different cards for this week. Now, these are just a few ideas of what you're going to be able to create with this die set, but I have a feeling you're going to have a lot of fun popping this into different scenes, creating different backgrounds to go behind Sammie the Snowman, maybe popping Sammie into some snow globe style effects, building it up in lots and lots of different ways, and really creating some fun styles for easy to create Christmas cards. Or, of course, maybe you want to take him and turn him into little hanging decorations, or different pieces to be used throughout the whole Christmas season. So if you want to get hold of Sammie Snowman, or you would like to get hold of Perry the Penguin, then both of them are available on the website. They should be £12.99 each, and they are now reduced to just £5.49 each, which, as I say, up till this Sunday, will also qualify you for free UK P&P because it's over £5. So if you'd like to get these ones, grab them quickly, add them to your baskets, and check out before our P&P charges change. And of course, we sell out of Sammie the Snowman because we don't have loads of these ones or Perry the Penguin left. So grab them while we've got them. You can order online, www.craftmaniacrafts.com. You can also order via phone, 01493 843 666. And you can also, of course, pop in store and see us at Craftmania Essentials, 6 Regent Street, Great Yarmouth, Norfolk, where we would love to see you in store too. And you can then see lots of examples of all the different products we carry and getting them touchy-feely. Has anyone seen the advert that is it Comets that are doing at the moment, where it's talking about coming in store and remembering in-store shopping? I love that advert, and so many things in that advert I sort of understand and see where they're coming from. We do kind of forget about in-store shopping a little bit and the joys of in-store shopping and that instant been able to take it with you. Different story, different topic, sorry, I'm waffling. But of course you can shop in store with us, you can shop on phone, or of course you can shop online. Any questions, as always, pop them in the comments and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye for now.